If you're a new creator and you're struggling with your growth, if you're not happy with how fast you're growing, you feel like you're not growing as fast as you should, or even if you haven't started a channel yet, but this is something you're concerned about, you want to know what's typical, like how long should you expect to have to wait before you grow a channel into something that can make you some money. Whether you haven't started yet or you have and you're struggling with this, I've got a story I want to share with you that I think can help. Now, this is not your typical story, a typical success story per se, that you might see on YouTube. You know, this person started YouTube and in only, 5 weeks were able to grow to thousands of subscribers, blah, blah, blah. This is not a story like that at all. This is a more typical story, and I want to give you my take on it to help you through this. So this is a comment that I got, or a question comment from Marvarine. She's a friend of mine who's in Creators Cove. So that's a community that I've created that people can join and get help from other creators. It's a really supportive community. If you're interested in joining, there's a link down below. But Marv is a little frustrated, and I want to read you what she said in Creators Cove. Your video about taking a break resonated so much. I think YouTube has finally beat me. Not sure what else to do except pause posting on my channel. I'm fresh out of energy. Anyone else experiencing this? What did you do? Okay, so that was from Marv. So the truth about early YouTube growth. Number one, it is okay to take a break, okay? You may not be growing as fast as you would like, and that's fine. Everybody grows at different rates, okay? But there's a reason why you may be feeling that way, and I'll get to that in a second. But the number one thing is, it is definitely okay to take a break. It's a busy thing. There's a lot of skills you need to learn in order to do this successfully, and some of those skills take time to learn. One of them is just talking to a camera like this, if this is the type of video you want to make. Another is just getting better at making videos, say editing the videos, video composition, like what's in the background. Are you going to be sitting in a chair, sitting at a desk, going out for walks? How are you going to make your videos? There's a lot to learn, and each one of those different ways of making videos is different. Okay, so a lot to learn, and you do learn as you make videos. Okay, so it doesn't all happen at once. Yes, some people may get a viral video early on, and that spikes their growth, and that's fantastic for them. But that is the exception, it's not the norm. Okay, so if you feel like you need a break, take a break. I felt that way a couple weeks ago. In fact, last week, I only posted one video where I had been posting 2 or 3 in a week. I get tired every once in a while, and I need a break. And that's no different no matter what stage of growth you're in. Beginner, or you've been in it for a while, or you're, a seasoned pro and been doing this for 10 years. No matter what, you need a break every once in a while. So be kind to yourself and give yourself that break. The next thing I want to mention is not everybody is growing at the rate you think they are. All right? And the reason is because if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, then presumably those are the types of videos you've been watching. All right, you're on YouTube. You might watch a video that showed this one person grew, to 20,000 subscribers in a month, or they got monetized in 8 weeks, or whatever it is. These types of videos, and I'm partially to blame for this too, because I have made videos along those lines, but these types of videos are enticing, they're intriguing, you're interested in them because that's what you want to do. So you click and you watch them, okay? When that video's finished, another one may pop up because now YouTube thinks, okay, they're interested in these types of videos, let's serve them more. All right, so you click on those ones, and before you know it, you're a week into watching dozens of success story type videos. And it might get you motivated. And that's okay, and that's good, and that's kind of the reason, they're popular videos, so creators like myself are going to make videos like that because they get the click, right? They usually do well, get a lot of views, but I fear that it's leaving you with perhaps unrealistic expectations, because nobody wants to watch the video, or not nobody, but not as many people will watch the video that says, I've been a YouTuber for a year now and I only have 75 subscribers, I give up. Okay, so you know, what is there to learn from that video? You may not be interested in watching that. Okay, so because of that, because you're watching those types of videos, you are being served by YouTube, by the algorithm, more videos like that. Okay, so now you have the perception that it must be easy. Everybody is getting monetized in 8 weeks. Everybody is making $1,000 in their third month. Okay, so but that's not the case. That is not the case. In fact, there are probably 10 times as many. I have no way of backing this up, so I'll say that right now. But I suspect there are probably 10 times as many people not growing that fast as there are of the videos that you see of people growing that fast, if that made sense. Okay, so just the natural way that you watch videos is probably skewing the data in your mind. So keep that in mind. What you're doing is probably normal. The growth that you're expecting or that you're achieving is probably normal. Okay, so I'm just referring to my notes here. The fourth point, so that was 3 points. The third being the 10x more channels like yours. The fourth point that I have, and this is in relation to Marv specifically, she has 500 or over 500 subscribers in 5 months. I think that's fantastic. Okay, it's fantastic. That's great growth, and it's probably better than average. Okay, and again, I really don't have any way to back that up. I mean, my YouTube viewing habits probably skew, you know, what's going on in my head based on the videos that I'm served too, right? But just based on what I see, I mean, I work with some people, I do coaching calls, and I see people in Creators Cove, yeah, I see people struggling. It happens. And all I can really do is kind of give suggestions as, you know, on moving forward, and to try to motivate people. Success stories sometimes help, but sometimes they leave you with unrealistic expectations. About that fourth point, the 500 subscribers that you have, Marv, in 5 months is way ahead of where I was. All right, in my first 5 months, after 5 months, I was at 37 subscribers. All right, that's where I was at, and I had given up. Okay, I gave up, and in fact, I took like 8 months off after I started my first month. Took 8 months off, but what I found was growth continued even when I wasn't posting. So, if you do take a break, you may notice that growth might continue to happen. Okay, so I have a few more points to Marv now, and this may help the rest of you who are watching. Marv, you have fantastic camera presence. I love your videos. Your personality shows through. You're very likable. So I don't see any problem. I mean, you're comfortable talking to the camera too. And I think that's part of your background has helped you with that, even though, you know, your background is totally different than making videos and just staring at a camera by yourself. Yeah, you've got wonderful camera presence. Your personality shows through. 500 subscribers in 5 months is normal, if not exceptional, above average. Healthy growth. Okay, so try not to let that get you down. If you need a break, take a break, but don't. You're not failing. This is not failing. What you're going through is normal. Okay. The last point that I want to make to you directly, Marv, is you have, and for those who are interested, I'll leave a link to her channel below. But you've got a video that has over 11,000 views. And that happened around a month ago, I believe, if memory serves. Your second best is in the hundreds, I think around 800 views. So you've got an outlier video. And that's fantastic. And that can happen as if you're a creator, like you are, Marv, but to anybody else who wants to be a creator, keep trying new things. And you never know what new thing that you try might resonate with a lot of people and result in YouTube pushing it out more and it taking off. 11,000 views when you have 500 subscribers, and I suspect you had far less than 500 when you came out with that video. That video's probably been responsible for a lot of your subscribers, perhaps, I don't know, but yeah, so that's fantastic. There are two reasons why I took a quick look, why I think that video might have done so well. And I don't know. I don't know the answer. This is all part of the YouTube game. But number one, it could be your content, like specifically what you were talking about in your video. But it also could be the style of your video. Those are the two main things that I think about. Maybe that video, maybe you did it a little bit differently. And if memory serves, it was a little bit, you had a lot more B-roll maybe in that video showing you at home doing, I think you were decluttering a closet or something, doing that. So it might have been the style of your video, but it also might have been the content. Maybe people are just interested in decluttering type of videos and how did you declutter and how do you organize closets and stuff like that. I don't know. But my point to you is you're never going to know exactly why a video took off, but what you should do is test it. Like come up with a couple theories and then plan out a few videos testing these different theories. Make another video about decluttering. That's one way you can test that part of it. Make another video in that style where you show more B-roll of you in your home environment. Okay? Those are just two examples of things you can try. Basically double down on what has worked. Okay? Something has worked for you. Now you have to figure out what it is by trying new things. And as you try these new things in future videos, one of those might do really well, and that'll help narrow down why your initial video did so well and why your subsequent video is doing well as well. Okay, so while you're taking your break, just think about these things. Think about what might be causing that, or what caused that video to blow up, basically. And I say blow up. Going viral is a relative thing. Okay, 11,000 views when you have 500 subscribers. And when your second best video is 800 views, that's a viral video. Okay, try to get another one. But even if you don't, how many subscribers did you get from that video? Right, there are a bunch of new people now who you got as subscribers because of that video. They want to see more from you. Right, they're probably not as interested in all of your other videos that you made until that one, but they're more interested to hear more from you about something you had in that video. Okay, so now try to make some videos that might satisfy those people. Like maybe your audience has shifted a little bit. Okay, so that's all I have to say to Marv, but now to the rest of you, I've got just a couple other notes here. Hang in there. Try not to get discouraged when you don't see the results that you are hoping for or that you think you should be getting based on what you've seen other people get on YouTube. Because what you're seeing is probably skewed based on what you've been watching. Okay? What else I have written? I can't even read now. Growth, slow. Okay, yeah, no, last point. YouTube growth starts slow. I referenced my own slow growth, 37 subscribers in my first 5 months, and I think it might have been 200 subscribers in the first 8 months, something like that. It starts slow, but it picks up. And I don't mean picks up linearly. It actually picks up exponentially. Okay? As long as you keep feeding the algorithm, basically by making videos, right? Try to learn from your previous videos, what's working, what's not. Do more of what's working, less of what's not, if you can figure out what's working, and experiment with a couple videos. It might take you a couple videos of experimentation to figure out what is working. But if you play that game, if you keep doing that and keep posting videos that try to capitalize on what's worked and leave behind what's not working, if you keep trying to improve, your intro, like tell people what you're going to talk about quickly. Don't take 2 minutes to say what your video is going to be about. Just get right into it. and that takes time. It takes time to get better at that. It takes time to get better at editing, right? And because every time you put up a video, if you're consistently posting, right? Taking breaks is fine. But when you get back at it, try to come up with a consistent schedule that you can comfortably meet. Like if it's a struggle for you to make 2 videos a week, if that just takes all of your time, you've got no time left, then go down to 1 a week. If that's too much, go to 1 every 2 weeks, whatever you can do. But be consistent. And as long as you're doing that and you're playing the YouTube game, you're trying to get better, your growth will not only just go Am I doing this the right way? Not only be linear like this, it'll pick up speed. So, 500 subscribers in the first 5 months, maybe you get 1,000 subscribers in your next 5 months. So now you're at 1,500. Maybe you're up to 3,000 subscribers a year after that. 10,000 a year after that. It just picks up because also your videos are getting better. You're getting more and more subscribers at an increasing rate. They are not just watching your new videos, but maybe the video you put out the week before or 2 weeks before that. Next thing you know, you've got new subscribers coming in that are binging all your videos. All of your other videos get boosted, and that's why the growth just starts taking off. That is normal even without a viral video. Okay, that's what I want to stress. Yes, viral videos are awesome. It's great when it happens, but usually there's a letdown after that. Okay, so that's real. I mean, sometimes viral videos can be bad because it just sets unreal expectations. But as long as you don't fall into that trap, then yeah, treat a viral video like a little bonus. Like, oh, great, that's great. I mean, views will probably come back down, and then you're back to your standard growth, which should be exponential. All right, so I hope that helped. Everybody who is looking at starting a channel and interested in how growth really happens and not only success stories. Okay, try not to, like, if you watch success stories, great, they can be motivating, that's awesome, but just know that that's not the norm. And to you, Marv, take your break, but get back at it, because I see a lot of good things in your channel. You're great on camera. People need more Marv. Okay, so yeah, that's all I got to say in this video. I didn't even introduce myself. For those who are new here, my name is Rob. Thanks for stopping in. It was nice to meet you, nice to have this chat. And for those who watch my videos regularly, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you again. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, this is just a test. Does this work? Does this work? Just a test. Test. Test, test, test. So, test. Test. Test, test. Test, test, test. If you're struggling to grow your YouTube channel, or even if you haven't even started a channel yet, but you're concerned about how quickly you can grow it, then I want to help you with that. Hi.